some of those sins? Well, how about gossip, my friend? How about the vicious slander against some Christian brother? There are a great many people who would never take a gun and pull the trigger to shoot a man down, but they will take the dagger of gossip and put it in his back. Then when he is not listening. Some of the dear saints in the church engage in that kind of practice. There are there are the secret sins of the spirit, such as vanity and pride, conceit, haughtiness, unbelief, covetousness, are the dirty sins of the spirit. There are a lot of saints in the churches who live by a series of don'ts. Don't drink, don't smoke, and don't play cards. Not one of them would have a cigarette on the end of his tongue, but the word words on the end of his tongue burn more deeply than the cigarette could burn. These are some of the sins of the spirit. Thank you. Let's see, it's Miki 192. Thank you for your prayers. I covet them and I need them desperately to be able to do this. I've been sick for some time, as you can hear my voice. Now, Paul says that we should cleanse ourselves from all filthiness of the flesh and spirit, perfecting holiness in the fear of God. The writer of the Hebrews puts it this way: and make straight paths for your feet, lest that which is lame be turned out of the way, but let it rather be healed. Follow peace with all men and holiness, without which no man shall see the Lord. Hebrews chapter 12, verse 13 and 14. Christ is my righteousness. Christ is my holiness. The problem is that my life and my perfection are really far apart. God says we are not to have such a big holiness gap. He wants us to be holy in our lives. And that concludes that section. Now let's move on to the next section, which is verses 2 through 4. Verse 2: Receive us, we have wronged no man, we have corrupted no man, we have defrauded no man. Paul assures them that he has corrupted no man, he has defrauded no man. He didn't come to them to take up offerings for all sorts of projects. I wish a great many Christians could say the same thing. I feel that sometimes things are not done correctly by the deacons board in our churches. I think that if a person makes a donation for a specific purpose, it is the duty of the deacon board to make sure the money is used for that specific purpose. They do not have the liberty to say, oh, we'll just put this in the general fund, or we think it would be more important to use this to retire our debt on a building. Paul could assure them that he had wronged no man, corrupted no man, and defrauded no man. Verse 3: I speak not this to condemn you, for I have said before that ye are in your hearts to die and live for you. Paul loves these Christians. They were constantly in his heart. Verse 4: Great is my boldness of speech towards you, great is my glory of you. I am filled with comfort. I am exceeding joyful in all our tribulation. Now he tells them that he is comforted and is filled with joy. He goes on to give the reason.